So, I'm sorry this is dark, but there's something that I would like to point out. For the past couple days, I've noticed that my best discussions and ideas come to me while I'm driving in my car. So, today, I decided I'm going to drive by myself in the car. And I'm going to talk. Because I'm by myself, I have some time to think, some time to express what's on my mind. So here it is. First off, I want to discuss media shifts with you. Right now we're following the Islamic terror going on globally, the beheading of Christians and Jews and non-radical Muslims. We have that going on everywhere, along with the hostile Muslim takeover. Now, before this, and we're still covering it slightly, we had the illegal immigration invasion, which, keep in mind, is still going on. There's just, the media is not covering it. Now, before this, the last phony scandal, or however you choose to address it these days, was the 5 terrorists that were traded for a deserter. Now, some are saying that this illegal parasite invasion was orchestrated by the White House, while in fact, it's no doubt. I don't know if it's the White House per se, or maybe there's parts of Congress and the Pentagon going on in there, but I mean, it's definitely orchestrated. Ooh, an ambulance and a police officer, that's not good. But it's orchestrated. Now, I think there was a reason why that was put in place right before all of these terror groups started terrorizing and killing. I mean, we had, I think it's the Islamic State killed 14,000 people in one day. One day, 14,000 people. So, the question I want to know is, where are the 5 terrorists now? Why does this happen after they've been set free? And why have we had this huge illegal alien invasion to distract us? Now, going back to the illegal aliens, we have people from Honduras, Guatemala, and El Salvador that are basically being transported up to Mexico any possible way, including they have found prayer rugs and terrorist paraphernalia. And we don't know what diseases they have and what other horrible things they're carrying, and some of these are just bad people. And the average age range is 14 to 17. Now, they are coming into the country, and all this slaughter is going on over there. I completely lost my train of thought, and that never happens to me in the car. I seriously sit here and talk to myself all day. Oh, here's the point I wanted to make. Now, there were families trapped on a mountain in Iraq that were cut off from food and water and I think electricity, that were so desperate that some parents were throwing their children off the mountaintop in hopes to give them a more humane death than the beheading would. So, these kids coming up, not even kids, just any of these illegals, you know, the sympathy card is, oh, they come from such poor conditions. I don't want to hear it anymore. That whole argument is now completely null and void. We have people in the Middle East and all these other little Arabic countries getting beheaded, crucified, burned, tortured. The women are getting raped. It's barbaric. It is utterly barbaric. And then these little Hispanic people are like, oh, our lives are so horrible. We have to go to America. No, they don't have that card anymore, because all these Christians, all these Jews, they're not planning to escape to America. They're not trying to come to America. They are trying to leave their country, however, but they're not trying to invade anybody. They're running for their lives. Not because they want something better. No, they want to live. I watched a video today that was a helicopter that rescued 20 civilians. Only 20. One of them was a baby. I don't even know if the baby had its parents with it or any other family, because the baby was passed up. There was an old woman, a couple more children. It was mostly women and children. No sooner than they're off the ground and away from the crowd, everybody on this plane busted out in tears. And it was the most emotional thing I've ever seen. Now, I love horror movies, and I can tell you that this doesn't happen in the movies. But these people realize that they have a chance of life that everybody they left behind doesn't get. They are probably dead. They will never see their home again, and they just traded everything so that they can live. And probably questioning why them and why not somebody more deserving. And can you imagine that? You were one of the lucky 20 that just got saved. What about the people left behind? There was no cameras showing them. So, that's my thoughts for tonight. I want to see no more of this sympathy for illegal invaders. They don't have anything to cry about anymore. They have completely lost all sympathy. And I want to know, where are these 5 prisoners that were released? Those are my questions for the night. So, comment, share, subscribe, anything. Help me find my answers. Help me in saying it's time to get this scum that doesn't deserve sympathy out of our country. So, thanks.